I wanted to come on here and give a reading, and I don't have it in me. I don't have it in me. I've sat here for the last 10 minutes, an entire spread, like right in front of me, and and then I felt called to like actually talk about this. I don't know. I don't know. For the past few days, I've been wrestling with the potential that I could have narcolepsy, which is it would make a lot of sense. It would track with a lot of things. And it's something that makes me like deeply emotional and like deeply vulnerable. And so I've just been trying to be gentle with myself. And I don't know, like maybe that's something you need to be doing. I don't know. I just feel like collectively there is a lot that's being denied, like with whatever like collective this comes across. There's a lot that you're denying within yourself. Um, like pain that you're harboring that could be interfering with your room space, but could also just be calling for you to just kind of tend to your room, care for yourself, be gentle with yourself, stop waiting for the other shoe to drop, and kind of like let the world do the work for you right now. Maybe that's your ancestral gift. Maybe that's what is being given to you at this time. The ease of not having to worry of problems being solved for you, right? And not worrying about the fact that you like there's this sense of this loss of hope, loss of like faith. And it's not really on you to go within your shadows, like go within your depths and figure out what the root cause of that is, like where that stems from. It's just for you to kind of like acknowledge that it's there and let it like crumble on its own when it's meant to. Because already layers the focus on like on the future, on moving forward. And so it's just like let this work be done for you. You don't have to have control over everything. The grandstand that you can make can just be that you're going to let things play out for you, that you're going to receive all the help that you need in whatever way that like looks like, and that you're going to be successful no matter what. You're going to come out like the champion, the victor, all those things, right? I don't know. I think sometimes we make creation a little too hard. We make spirituality and shadow work like a little too hard. Sometimes it's not always like you doing the heavy lifting. Sometimes it's just you being open to things being cleared out and that work being done, even if you're not the one doing it, right? Like you're not the cleanup crew for this. Yeah. Yeah. And just understanding that I'm saying like a castle crumbling and that being a good thing, right? And it can be kind of being a thing of like breaking you open. And when you feel like something's crumbling, something's ending, like despair and like you're not enough and like all these things, and it really is just kind of like maybe I don't know, maybe sit with the knowing that like endings bring new beginnings. That's been a huge theme the entirety of this week. Endings bring new beginnings, and as long as you are curious and as long as you are receptive and you have an open mind and you allow yourself to be a beginner and you allow yourself to think new thoughts, right? And invite in the space for that. You don't have to know what it is that you're locked in on. You don't have to know where you're going. You don't have to know what's happening. You don't have to know what's bubbling underneath the surface. You just have to be receptive to all of that being worked out. That's it. That's all. The rules don't have to be what other people have determined them to be. Shadow work doesn't have to be what other people have said it is. It can actually be much simpler than that. And maybe not for everybody. Maybe not for everybody. Maybe it's just for you. Because that is what is your birthright. That's what's going on in your lineage. That's the gift that you've been given at this time. I don't know. I don't even know why I mentioned the narcolepsy thing. I don't know. Maybe this is coming across someone who also is like kind of struggling with potentially having narcolepsy. Also, I'm kind of studying the intersection between like narcolepsy and spirituality because it is a neurological condition, but it's also related to the nervous system and your dream state And yeah, and I just feel like there's deeper meaning within that spiritually. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to bed, and I suggest you do the same. I suggest you just not worry. Yes, this is a heavy week. This is a very important week, and all of that. But let the underworld do the work for you, and watch you come out on top in the end of everything. So anyway, yeah, I love you so much. Have a wonderful night. Sweetest dreams.